Would love to introduce Josh Martinez. He's with Traders Agency and he's a 10+ year trading veteran inside the Forex and futures markets. He's generated, wait for it, $37,723.54 in only 51 trading days using his tunnel trader strategy. And he took an initial investment of $500 and turned it over to $39,000 in under 2 years. So wow. Very achievable results for anyone. Today, Josh is going to talk to us about his money magnet pattern recognition, specifically pattern recognition that shows what the market may do next, predicts market moves 90% of the time, and just a strategy for making better trades with controlled risk. Josh, are you ready to mic up?
Hey, Pat. Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can. Are we going to do a screen share? Are you going to come on video?
Yeah, I can do a screen share. I didn't have my camera connected. If that's okay.
Likely story, John.
That's funny.
Well, let's let you get your screen share up, and as soon as we have that working, we will turn everything over to you.
Okay, perfect. Do you see where it says Money Magnet Alerts?
Yes, sir, you have it, and we're going to let you take it away.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Hey, everyone. My name is Josh Martinez, and I'm excited to speak with you today. A couple months ago, we were given a challenge, which was to, hey, is it possible or is it plausible to be able to generate 100% return on the premium? And so, for example of that, let's just say you're trading options, clean options, you know, we're just buying calls and buying puts. Is it possible to get 100% return on the investment and really do that on average month over month over month? And so what I want to do is I want to share with you some results. We're 2 months into the challenge. I want to share with you month 1 and month 2 and also some testimonials. But before we get started, could you please be so kind to type in a yes into the question section box, letting me know that you can hear my voice and that the screen in front of you has changed to where you can see Money Magnets Alerts, 100% monthly gain on Premium Challenge. Hey, Hanny. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Jen. Hey, W. Appreciate the confirmation. I also want to give a big thank you to Westmark Trading for giving us the opportunity to communicate with the audience. We always thoroughly enjoy being in part of presentations just like this, summits and seminars just like this, because I think it's incredible when the industry leaders are able to come together and share their knowledge and share their experiences with everybody. So I think it's always an honor to be here. Hey, Des. Hey, John. Hey, Zuha. Hey, Bill. Appreciate the confirmation. Okay, so let's get started. So month 1, and what I mean by this is, so we use a strategy, and I'm going to educate you on the strategy today, show you all the ins and outs, how we find our picks and expirations, etc. But we basically have a 2-pronged approach. We monitor the stock. We apply the strategy on the stock itself. We find the entry on the stock. We find the stop on the stock, and we find the limit. And then we will also use a option as a proxy. So instead of trading the stock, we will trade the option instead. Well, month 1, we sent out 12 alerts. Now, what I mean by alerts, I'm referring to text messages, emails, notifications, access to a website where specifically outlines entry, stops, limits. And 5 of the alerts lost, and 8 of the alerts won. On the stock side, we're able to receive a 10.98% net gain. And on the option side was a 95.24% net gain. So we came just shy of the 100% gain on month 1. The average day in the trade was 6.25 days. So these are not buy and hold for months at a time. These are literally about a week into the overall trade. Now, on the money aspect, just basically trading the stock side itself, it's about $1,760 US in net gain. And then on the option side, we're utilizing an average investment on the premium of about $155. So these are not multi-$1,000 investments. These are investments that are generally less than $200 per option. And so before we go any further, type in a me, M-E, into the question section box if you like the idea of having smaller investments, less than $200, and then making nearly $400 in return on a month. And so that's pretty neat, because if you, let's just say in theory, you were to invest $1,000 on average, or build your account to where you're able to invest $1,000, that's like making $2,000 in return. Okay, so what we were able to do during that time is we're able to obtain, reviews from individuals who are part of our program. So AH gave us a 5-star review, Johannes gave us a 5-star review, and Sean gave us a 5-star review, and that was month 1. So then month 2 came around, and we're kind of frustrated because we came so close to the 100% gain that we wanted to do everything in our power to really surpass for month 2. So on month 2, we sent out 7 alerts, so 7 text messages, 7 emails, 7 notifications. So we're not trading every single day, usually about once or twice a week. 5 of the trades winning, 1 of the alerts lost, and 1's open. On the stock side, we hit a 29.10% net gain. On the option side, 275.2% net gain. Average day in the trade was 5.8. So we're not in the position, we're not in the trades for very, very long, but it's also not day trading. Realistically, maybe 15 to 20 minutes a week of your time just placing the alert, and then you're able to enjoy your week, and then you are able to exit your position. So on the stock side, it's about a $5,063 gain, and on the option side, a $402 gain. Again, average investments are less than $200 on the option side. And then from there, we were able to get, some more 5-star reviews. Robert gave us a 5-star review, says, I was able to make $340 in a very volatile market this week. Robert M says, Money Magnet says legit. Little secret, when you get the alert, keep a tight watch. I made an extra $600. Michelle says, August has started with some excellent winning trades. Josh gives clear instructions on how to trade the alerts, and are timely, and you get regular performance feedback. So that was month 2. So let me before I share with you the strategy, I'm a big believer in focusing in on the end goal in mind. And if you're going to learn a strategy or use a strategy, you kind of want the results to be, or to match what you're trying to make. So the last 2 months, we had 19 alerts, 6 losing alerts, 12 winning alerts, 1 open alert. On the stock side, we obtained a 40.7% gain. On the option side, 370.45% gain. Average day in the trade is 6.1%. On the stock side, nearly $7,000 in return, and on the option, nearly $753 in return. So to put this into perspective, I want you to think about this for a moment. On the option side, which most people trade the option, if the average investment is about $155, $160, and you're making nearly $800 in return, type in a ME, M-E, into the question section box if you like the idea of being able to 4 times your average investment in the last 2 months. Another way of saying that is, what if you were able to 4 times your investment in the next 2 months from now? How many of you in this room would believe that you would be pretty happy, and that you would more than likely give us a 4 or 5-star review based upon performance? Bill says me, Teresa says me, Jen says me, Nigel says me, ETA says me, W says me. Okay, so that's what all these people did too. And so on our Google reviews, Lewis gave us a 5-star review. Jack, Marco, Chris, Blue Water gives us a 5-star review. Vincent, Helena, Tenzin gives us a 5-star review, etc. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be sharing with you the actual strategy, the ins and outs of what we're doing. It's really not too complicated to utilize, and we don't have a whole lot of time, but I also wanted to make sure that you understood that these are real people. These are individuals receiving text messages, emails, notifications, and they're happy with the overall performance. And I think I can share with you a couple opportunities today where, if you want to, you too could also take action. You may want to wait until tomorrow, because tomorrow's non-farm payroll. And for those of you that actively trade, non-farm payroll usually moves the market quite a bit. So before we get into the live market, just understand that there is risk involved. You should never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Always keep risk management in mind. Understand that we are not CTAs, which stands for Commodity Trading Advisors. And what that basically means, what I'm going to share with you is research. And what you do with this information is completely up to you. We are not money managers, so we'll never ask you to give us money to trade on your behalf. And we are not CTAs, so we're not here to customize or dictate your trades. Everybody receives the same information, whether you have no money or whether you have $1 million or $1 billion, everybody receives the same information. So we're on a journey right now, and the goal is to be able to double our average investment. And what that means is if we not double our trading accounts, just the average investment. So if we're trading with $1,000 per trade on average, we're looking to generate $1,000 per trade on average return. And what we've seen is if we can do this, and so far we're 2 months into it, we're up over 350+% on the premium. We're able to expedite returns dramatically fast. So what would that look like to be able to get 100% gain, assuming that you rolled your profits over into the next month? We don't recommend doing that, nor do we teach doing that, but I also want to share with you the potential. So starting with $1,000 average investment, taking advantage of the option trades. Month 1, you make $1,000. Month 2, you make $2,000. Month 3, $4,000. Month 4, $8,000. So I think you're kind of seeing where this is going. Month 5, $16,000. Month 6, $32,000. Month 7, $64,000. Month 8, $128,000. So the reality of this is when you're able to obtain a consistent return, and by the way, is it possible to get 100% return on the premium a month? Yes, it's absolutely possible. Many people do much more than that as well. We just like the consistency of the slow growth. And it's funny to even say 100% is a slow growth, but when you're dealing with options, absolutely, it's considered slow growth. So that realistically means that anybody who can take an average investment of $1,000 within 10 months, you can literally make $100,000 in return, assuming that you went ahead and reinvested all of your profits into the next opportunities. Now, I'm not saying or recommending anybody can do that, but my point is it's absolutely possible, and that is how you're hearing individuals getting such exponential growth. But it all comes down to a strategy. And the strategy that we're utilizing, the strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you today, is called money magnets. Now, what is money magnets? Well, money magnets, what it is, it's a specific price that a stock is irresistibly drawn to over and over again. So it's traditionally a price point that has a lot of history of being touched multiple times. And money magnets utilizes what's called a pattern recognition technology that lets us understand where the stock may go. And according to our research, and it's been an extensive research, it works up to 9 out of 10 times. And we're going to demonstrate that inside a live market. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Joshua Martinez. I'm an 11+ year trading veteran. I'm the founder of Traders Agency, creator of the Tunnel Trading Strategy, published author, international speaker, professional analyst. I've trained tens of thousands of people from all around the world, and I'm a real trader. I trade real money, and when I lose my own money. And when I win, I make money for myself and I make money for my family. And what I do is I'll share strategies and I'll share techniques and articles of what's working for me, what's not working for me. And some of my information has been published in Your Trading Edge, FX Trader Magazine, Equities.com, Executive Trader, as well as TraderPlanet.com. Over the past 11 years, I've hosted over 5,200 training seminars on educating individuals on how to trade inside of the investment world. And through my determination to help other people, I've been able to share some stages with some pretty big names, such as Kevin Harrington, one of the original sharks from Shark Tank, and as well as Les Brown, which is an incredible motivational speaker, and also a former Ohio congressman. So enough about me. Let's go ahead and jump right into the live market. What I want to do is I want to share with you how we identify and filter the markets to find money magnet opportunities. And I want to show you specifically how I like to enter into the trade and how I like to protect with the risk management, and where we look to exit for profits. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the market. Okay, so do me a favor, type in a yes if you can see. We have Tyson's Food, TSN, and it's a monthly time frame. At the bottom, you're going to see the time and date. On the right-hand side, you're going to see the price. Okay, perfect. So when we take a look at this monthly time frame, one of the things when it comes to trading, which we've discovered, is we have to be able to identify longer term direction before we apply a strategy in a direction. And when you really think about the markets, our philosophy is the market can only go up and the market can only go down. So if you were to close your eyes and you were to guess the direction, you have about a 50-50% chance of being right and a 50-50% chance of being wrong if you just guess the direction. What we're doing is we are leaning on patterns that repeat themselves over and over and over again to help us determine direction first. And then once we understand the direction based upon probability, then we will apply the entry strategy. So if we take a look at Tyson's Food monthly time frame, one of the things that we're going to notice is we're going to notice how this market has created a pattern where the market continuously is bouncing between this bottom blue level and this top blue level. So if we look at this, we can see we have a U-turn, we have a U-turn, we have a U-turn. And then towards the top, we also have a bearish U-turn, a bearish U-turn, and the bearish U-turn. So the question that we have to ask ourselves is, okay, well, if this pattern, which has been around since 2016, a 4-year pattern, if this pattern were to continue to present itself or continue to repeat itself, more than likely it's going to rally back up. And so if this pattern is true, we should have a bullish push. Type in a yes, why yes in the question section box, so that logically makes sense. Now, we're not saying that this is absolutely going to happen. We do not have a crystal ball and we cannot predict the future. But based upon probability, the pattern states that the market should continue to rally. Now, if the overall direction could continue to rally towards the north, then the question is going to be, would we like to buy the market or begin to buy the market at low prices, or should we look to buy the market at high prices? And most of the time, if we focus in on buying the markets when they're low or taking advantage of upward movements when the market's low, we can usually minimize the drawdown and generate relatively large success on the way up. But we use what's called a multi-time frame to really filter the markets. So if you think about it, we have a monthly time frame which we use for direction. And specifically, we're looking for U-turns. And we're trying to make the decision, is the market going to go up and is the market going to go down? And if so, where, and where are the U-turn areas of the market? So we have Tyson's Foods that indicates that we just recently U-turned and we're on our way up towards the north. We're going to bring in a daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, we're going to specifically look for low prices in an uptrend. So we use the daily time frame for high prices and low prices. So if we view this, and if you really think about this, and we look at the daily time frame, one of the things which I want you to notate and notice is whenever the market is at a low price, notice how many days the market goes up. So what I mean by that is over here, when the market was low, when it actually U-turned, it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days up. When the market U-turned, it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days up. When it was at a low price, U-turned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days up, 1, 2, 3, 4 days up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus days up. So before we go any further, I want you to really think about this. So, really take a moment and imagine this experience. Imagine entering into a position and then for about 4 to 6 calendar days to follow, the market just goes your way, which means you enter into the trade, the next day you're in the profit, the following day you're making more profit, and the following day you're making even more profit, and that experience lasts for about 4 or 5 days. Type in a ME, M-E, into the question section box if that's something that you desire, which means when you enter into a trade, you really want the market to go your way right away. Yeah, David says me, Peter says me, Teresa says me, M Trader says me, W says absolutely, Des says me. Okay, so what we want to do, one of the things that we've learned inside of trading is we want to do our very best to identify areas of U-turn. And I'm not saying that this market is absolutely going to go up, but according to probability, the direction is up and we are approaching a low price. But we don't really enjoy buying the markets randomly. We really like it when the daily time frame is low, like it is now. And we like to utilize a forward, a pattern which can help us predict future market movements. So if we take a look at this current price point, we kind of work our way back and we focus in on U-turns specifically. One of the things what you're going to notice on Tyson's Food is that we are hitting an angle in the market where since 2020, since April, the market has U-turned 1, 2, 3, 4, and this could be number 5. Type in a yes into the question section box if you can visually see where the market potentially U-turns. So so think about this. Let's see if it's starting to stack together. So you have the monthly time frame that says we're in a 4-year pattern. The monthly time frame says that, hey, Tyson's Foods is at $62. We could realistically rally to $100. It's a $40 move. We have a pattern that's been around since 2016, which supports that. You go to your daily time frame where we search for low prices. We know that after a low price forms, we normally see a 5 to 6 day bullish follow through. We're hitting an angle at a low price, which has historically U-turned the market successfully multiple times since April 2020. We're starting to stack the odds in our favor. Now, here's the perfect time to begin to apply our strategy. And the strategy that we like to utilize is referred to as money magnets. And so let me introduce to you what money magnets are. Do you see these little purple lines, these little purple dots? So money magnets, what we do is we view the prior week's market movement and we run a formula. And the formula is relatively straightforward. We find the high price, we find the low price, we find the close price, and we run our formula. And what it does is it gives us a price point. And through our research, we have discovered that the markets will gravitate towards these dots and cross the price point of these dots up to 9 out of 10 times. And I want you to visually see it, because I think once you see it, it will begin to make a little bit more sense on how this works. So let me walk you through it. So let's just pretend, you turn on your computer and you're saying to yourself, okay, I have to find direction. Ultimately, if I buy the market, I need the market to go up. If I sell the market, I need the market to go down. The market can only move 2 directions. I can only take advantage of 2 directions. If I simply guess the direction, I have a 50% chance of being right or wrong. So now you have these money magnets on your screen or on your chart, and we'll go through a few of these examples. And you say to yourself, okay, well, here's a purple dot. I'm going to expect the price to fall, okay? And I'm going to show you what the market does, how it reacts to the money magnets, and then from there, I'll show you how to trade it. So in this scenario, you can see price fell equaled the overall dots, okay? So this is what's referred to as a fulfilled money magnet. So this one's completely done. And so now you're just going to wait the following week. And in this scenario, within the same week, the market came down, fulfilled the money magnet. In this scenario, we have another week. So not every single week we're going to be trading, but whenever the market creates separation, whenever the market creates a distance. So like, for example, here, now you may be asking yourself this money magnet down below. Notice how the market fell down and equaled the money magnet. Okay, so what we're saying here in this scenario is, look, we have the candlestick close, we have a low price, we have a money magnet above the market. We're going to expect the price to increase in value. Current price is right around $57. We're going to expect it to go to about $61. And type in a yes into the question section box if you can visually see that price increased and equaled the money magnet price. So we consider that to be a fulfilled money magnet. Okay, and so then the following week we have a money magnet below the market, and what we're saying is, hey, you know, based upon probability, we have up to a 9 out of 10 chance price will fall. And you can see price came down, fell, equal the money magnets. That one's fulfilled. And we use this to help us determine direction. We'll go a little bit faster, and all I want you to do is see how the markets react to the money magnets. You can notice how the markets are continuously crossing the price points of the money magnets. And I'll bring this to the live market because I really want to show you how to trade using this. But one of the things that I want to do is I want to count all the money magnets on the screen, and then I want to simply discover how often does it actually work. So starting from left to right, which is from March of 2020 this year, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So we have 27 money magnets on the chart. Now, of those 27, this one was not fulfilled. 26 were hit. And if your job as a trader is to identify direction, then your strategy should be designed to help you determine direction. So 26 divided by 27, so we go 26 divided by 27, that's a 96.2%, 96.2% strike rate. That's not the win-loss ratio. That's just what's referred to as a strike rate, which means how often does the pattern itself repeat. So currently, in the last 27 weeks, every week we get a money magnet. 26 of the money magnets have been fulfilled. Another way of saying it would be, not saying you would, but hypothetically speaking, if you were to independently trade to each money magnet every single week, you would have won 26 out of your last 27 trades. Type in a ME, M-E, into the question section box if you like the idea of utilizing a pattern recognition technology to help you determine direction, and that can help you, and it's been right 26 out of the last 27 times. And that's what you're looking at on your screen right now. Okay, so why is that important to notate, and why is that important to show? That's important to notate and it's important to show because when we're just closing out of a month and we're saying, hey, you know, we have 7 alerts, 5 of the alerts won, 1 alert closed, 1 alert still open, and we've made 275% return on the premium on the option side and 29.1% return on the stock side. You really want to see the strategy that's doing it. Now, if you think about it, does it logically make sense of how if our students are receiving text messages and emails and pop-up alerts, notifications on how to take advantage of these movements, and the pattern itself is working 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 times, that how our students are relatively happy? You know, because you can't argue with a 370% gain on premium in 2 calendar months, and then a tremendous amount of, you know, happy students. Now, what I mean by that is receiving a text message, email, pop-up alert. Now, this is important because this week has been a bearish week thus far. You can see how the market is beginning to dip. And we do have a money magnet above the live market at 78.53. It's going to unhit money magnet. We are anticipating price to continue to rally towards 78.53. For those of you that know your Fibonacci's, you also understand that Fibonacci-wise puts you at $80. So I want you to logically think about this. You have the monthly time frame saying that Tyson's Foods is inside of a 4-year pattern. The market hit the bottom of support and is pushing bullish. The monthly time frame says direction is up to over $100. Your daily time frame says you're at a low price, hitting a known level U-turn. You're in an up Fibonacci, and you have a money magnet above the market. Everything is supporting a bull run. Now, what we want to do is we want to avoid what's referred to as the curse of knowledge. And what I mean by that is what we do not want to do is we do not want to simply buy Tyson's food just because it's at a low price. That is a huge mistake. What we want to do is I want you to imagine that trading is just an enormous crowd of people. And you have half of the crowd, they buy, and then the other half of the crowd, they sell. And whenever you're at a moment like this, where we're anticipating the market to rally, we don't want to be the first ones to buy. What I mean by that is you don't want to step in front of the crowd and then enter in first and then say, come on, buyers, come buy with me. You don't really want to do that. What you want to do is you want to buy when the crowd buys. Type into yes, that logically makes sense. Because what you can do is you can avoid what's called drawdown. And avoiding drawdown is very important because it brings a pleasurable experience. And what that means is when you enter into a trade, the market can traditionally go your way right away. And for most people who are new, they like that experience. They like entering into a trade and having it go their way right away. So we use the monthly time frame for direction. We then use the daily time frame for high price / low price. We understand that for Tyson's food, direction is up, and we're at a low price. We know that historically speaking, when the market U-turns to this area, we normally go up 5-6 days in a row. So if Tyson's food is to U-turn now, we have about a 5 to 6 calendar day bullish run. We're going to not buy too early. We're simply going to go to a 1 hour time frame, and we're going to wait for the market to enter into what's called the buy zone. Now, what does that mean? Let me give you a couple examples, okay? So we expect the market to rally, but we really don't know when the market could rally. Now, when we look at our 1 hour time frame, we already know we're in the uptrend. We already know we're drifting. We already know the buyers are in control. Here are a couple examples of some pretty good trades. So this is what's called a money magnet. These are what we use for exits. They know we understand they work up to 9 out of 10 times. Matter of fact, it's worked 26 out of 27 times thus far from our research that we just showed you. All we're going to do is bring in a blue line, and it's referred to as a counter trend line. But when or if the market closes above the counter trend line, it usually means the short-term move is over. Do me a favor, type into yes if you can visually see that the market closed above this down blue line. So direction is up, daily time frame's at a low price, 1 hour time frame's in the buy zone, and 1 hour time frame just broke a counter trend line break, signifying that the short-term retracement is over and the bullish extension is getting ready to take place. And regarding the stacking the odds in your favor, this is the best time to enter into market buying and having the market go your way right away. We're going to exit out at the money magnet because we know that that works up to 9 out of 10 times. So far, it's worked 26 of the last 27 times. So let's see what ends up happening. Okay, the market begins to move, and bingo, market hits the money magnet, trade is done. Now, what's neat about this is when or if the market provides a signal, what we do is we send a text message and an email to our user base. And we specifically outline the entry, we specifically outline the stop, we specifically outline the limit according to the research. We give two signals. We give one signal to trade the stock outright, because we know some people just want to trade the stock. And then we give the signal on how to trade the option as a proxy. We'll give you the expiration, the strike rate, the symbol, and we'll give you max buys on premiums. So there's no guesswork whatsoever. We do not use stops on the option. We use the option as a proxy, which means whenever the stop price is hit on the stock, we exit the position, and same with the limit. We do that so that we don't get beat up by the market maker. And so far, it's working really well. And so far, the last 2 months, we're up 370% and closed on premiums, which is nice. Okay, so this one's done. So that's an example of how a money magnet will work. Let's see if there's any other opportunities. We'll wait for the market to retrace, and bingo, do me a favor, type in a yes if you can visually see that the market provided another money magnet And we know that we have up to a 9 out of 10 chance the market's going to rally. So this is a money magnet. We understand that the monthly time frame direction is up, daily time frame is at a low price, and all we really want to do is buy the market when the buyers are in the buy zone. So we'll bring in our counter trend line, and we will simply buy the market when or if the market breaks into the buy zone. And the reason why we do that is so that we are buying the market when the crowd buys. See, if you buy the market just because you're at a low price, you go through drawdown. But if you buy the market at a counter trend line break, you're buying the market when the retracement's over and the extension begins. We send a text message, email, pop alert. So, and these are not, you're not racing to the trade either. You know, some of these trades you can be up to 24 hours late and still take advantage of the move. And then notice how the market begins to move. Type in a yes if you can see that money magnets rallied and pushed up. Edward says, 2 questions. How are money magnets determined? We take the previous week high price, low price, close price. We run a formula, and that gives us the overall formula. And then Edward says, what happened to RGR? RGR, we sent out an email with outlining specifically, but the stop was hit. So that was a losing trade. We run about a 70-30 win rate. So for every 10 trades we place, we expect to lose 3 trades, and then we anticipate to win 7 trades. And that's a very healthy number. That's because we're controlling drawdown. So here's what I want everybody to understand based upon this week's movement, okay? So this market is at the back side of the old counter trend line. The market is also at a known level of U-turn. When this week closes, more than likely next week, we're going to receive another money magnet, and we're going to send out an order. We're going to be looking to buy a counter trend line break bullish to take advantage of the next move. Type in a ME into the question section box if this logically makes sense. Now, I have enough time to show you one more. We can be relatively quick about it, but I'll show you another one. That's Tyson's Food, but we'll show you ESNT, okay? So we'll go to New Chart really quick, and we'll go to ESNT. Now, pop quiz, what do we use the monthly time frame for? This is the Ascent group. What do we use the monthly time frame for? Monthly is for direction. So SP got it right, Teresa got it right, David got it right. So the monthly time frame is for direction. Now, one of the things that we notice on the Ascent group is we have a pattern that's been around realistically since very similar to Tyson's, but this has been around since September 2017, about a 3-year pattern. If the pattern continues to repeat itself, more than likely this is going to push to $61, to the top of resistance. So what we want to do is we want to go to the daily time frame, and we want to visually identify low prices in the buy zone. If we have low prices in the buy zone, we will focus in on buying the market. We'll notice the most recent trend. We'll work our way back with our trend lines, and you will notice that the market is just taking off bullish at a known level U-turn that's been around since March of 2020. And if we bring on our money magnets, that will help us determine where the market may go next. We just fulfilled a money magnet today, but we have another money magnet right at $45.57. If we put on our Fibonacci's to determine the overall market movement of where the market may go next, we have a Fibonacci that was fulfilled. The next Fibonacci lets us know that we could surpass and go to $53. And so here's what I'm referring to. Monthly time frame direction is up. Daily time frame hit a low price, hit the uptrend line, reacted bullish towards north. We go to the 1-hour time frame. As long as the market's inside the buy zone on the 1-hour time frame, we'll focus on buying the market. We are repeating success. We are doing the same things day in and day out. We're not changing anything different. So here is a prime example of how a money magnet would work. So we have an uptrend. Market U-turns at, on, and around the uptrend line. The market is in the buy zone. Buyers are in control. We zoom in. We have a money magnet above the live market. And we understand that we have up to a 9 out of 10 chance the market should increase in value and push towards the money magnet. So we'll say money magnet. We will then, instead of buying a low price just because it's low, we'll bring in a counter trend line. And if the market closes above the counter trend line, we'll buy the market. Type in a yes, why yes in the question section box if you can visually see that the market closed above the counter trend line. So this is where you'd want to buy the market. Stop placements are simple. We just place our stops below the U-turns. And then you notice how the market begins to move and pushes up, and the money magnet's fulfilled. You receive a text message, an email, pop alert, notification. That's what we've been doing. And in the last 2 calendar months, our returns, our overall statistics are 19 alerts, 6 losing alerts, 12 winning alerts, 40.07% gain on the stock, 370.45% net gain on the option. Average day in the trade is 6.1, so basically about a week. You get an alert, you enter in, hold on to about a week to close it. On the stock side, nearly $7,000 in return. On the option side, nearly $750 US in return. And on the option premium average investment, about $155, $160. And what this has done is made a lot of people, you know, some pretty healthy returns, and they're very happy. Okay, that's the money magnet demonstration. And so before I end the session, let me just simply ask you. Type in a me, M-E, into the question section box if you're saying to yourself, you know what, this sounds kind of nice. I would like the idea of receiving an alert, text message, email, not having to race to my computer, and seeing returns like this. We're not promising 200, 300, 400% monthly returns. That's not what this is. We're looking for consistent returns. We're going after the challenge of 100% gain on the premium month over month. So far, we're 2 months into it, and we're up 370%. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to walk you through. We do have a promotion for you to sign up, and I'll walk you through all the details of everything you're getting, and then you can make your final decision. So this is what's called the money magnet alerts. We're on a monthly goal to generate 100% return on the premium. That's not doubling the trading account. That's just doubling the average investment size. So if you invest an average of $1,000 per trade, we're looking to make $1,000 per month in return. So far, we're up 370.45% on the option. And so here's what you're going to be receiving. Bonus number 1, we give what's called a money magnet playbook. So you understand specifically how we like to identify the trades from top down. So you understand the strategy. Bonus number 2 is the money magnet alerts. We actually provide you the step-by-step breakdown of specifically how we enter in, how we find our stops, how we find your limits, and we give you the training on that. Bonus number 3, we do weekly market money magnet videos. So every week on Wednesday, I host a recap. I go over all the closed positions, why we won, why we lost based upon the research. I cover all the open money magnet opportunities that we're currently in on the alerts, and then I show you what we're watching, what we're monitoring. All that's located in your online education. You receive 2 tickets to the annual Money Magnet Alert Live Summit. You receive the Money Magnet Alert Hotline. So you have a direct line to our support. Essentially, if you have a problem, we'll look to solve it as fast as possible. We have what's called a triple stack guarantee. So we have level number 1, we guarantee that you're going to have a chance to make your weekly money magnet alert investment back in the very first month. Level number 2, we guarantee a chance of 4 times a money magnet trades every single month. Level number 3, if we fail in either of the first 2, then we'll pay for you to join a competitor's newsletter within WealthPress. All you have to do is just call our team at 904-404-8870. That's any product with Roger Scott, Jeff Z, or Rob Booker. So if we fail, we'll pay for you to switch this service. That's how confident we are in the strategy. So you will always get alerted via email and text message, so you never miss an opportunity. Some people work during the day. We understand that, so you might be checking your messages late. That's completely okay because we're not day trading. You could be as much as 24 hours late in the trade, and you can still make a good chunk of the opportunity. And we'll never leave you hanging because with money magnet alerts, we know our exact entry price and our exact profit, and plus we notify you on the entries and we notify you on the exits. Whether you take the stock or the option is completely up to you. So there's absolutely no guessing or hoping or wishing involved. If you've never traded stocks or options, we have foundation videos for you, and we actually have a video that teaches you specifically how to place the order in your broker. Or if you just want to call your broker and place the order over the phone, we have video trainings on how you could potentially do that as well. So you're going to get the exact criteria that could potentially help you double your investment size in less than a month. One final thing. This is not for gamblers. This is not for people that are looking to turn $50 into $3.4 million overnight. This is not for someone who can't dedicate, to their trading or their returns. This is a steady process. We're not promising 300, 400% returns a month. We're going after a tangible, attainable goal, which we believe is 100% return on the premium a month. So the recap, here's everything you're getting. You're going to get this week's Money Magnet Alert. More than likely, we're going to be sending out another Money Magnet Alert tomorrow regarding the upcoming opportunity. We're just going to wait till non-farm payroll is over first. Even if we don't enter in tomorrow, we'll still notify you what we're going to be looking for next. You get the Money Magnet Playbook, the Money Magnet Alert Secrets Revealed, weekly market Money Magnet videos, 2 annual tickets to our Money Magnet Alert Summit, private members only portal, so you get a username and passcode, text messages, emails, and hotlines. Total value is $19,997 US dollars. We're going to keep it super simple, and because we're on this summit today, we're going to give everybody a deal of the day, and we're going to give everyone an opportunity to enroll into the program for just $897. That's right, just a simple $897. What we are doing is we are going to limit it, so it's either the deal of the day, end of the day, or the first 100 members to enroll. Now, here's the deal. If you would like to enroll into the program, here's what I want you to do right now. I want you to type in link, L-I-N-K, with your telephone number in the question section box. When you type in link, L-I-N-K, into the question section box with your telephone number, I can have my team send you a clickable link where you can sign up online, or you can simply go to magnetpicks.com/VIP/. You can also call our team at 888-483-5161. So here's, when you click on the link, here's what it's going to bring you to. So we'll give you this link right now in the question section box. When you click on that link, so Peter, I have you for link. David, I have you for link. We'll send it to you right now. Terrence, I have you for link. Once you click on the link, it'll bring you directly to this 100% secured online sign-up page. You begin to review all your bonuses, and it's relatively simple to sign up. It's a one-time, simple, easy payment, $897. First name, last name, email address, phone number. You can get started with American Express, Discover, MasterCard, Visa, or PayPal. Name on credit card number, expiration date, CVV code, and complete your purchase. Once you sign up, you'll receive a username and a passcode and a welcome email, and you get access to all of your information. You get access to your online education right away, and then we will also be receiving tomorrow's alert as well. So once again, you can go to magnetpicks.com/VIP/ or call our team at 888-483-5161. You can also type in link with your telephone number in the question section box. We'll be very happy to send it to you, or we'll have one of our team members contact you. So this is going to be one of the first. It's either going to be the end of the day is when this promotion ends, or the first 100 signups today. So the next alert is expected to be out tomorrow after non-farm payroll, which is pretty typical because we do about an alert a week, and we've been averaging about 1 to 2 alerts a week, which is kind of nice. The next big opportunity we do believe is going to be a 100% profitable opportunity. What I mean by that is we're looking to double the premium on the next investment. So not on the stock side, but on the option side. So an example, if you invest $200 on the option, we're looking to make $200 in return. If you look to invest $1,000 in the option, we're looking to invest $1,000 in return. What's the track record like? So month 1, 12 alerts, 5 losing trades, 8 winning trades, 10.98% gain on the stock, 95.24% gain on the option, average day held in the trade, 6.25%. If you just trade the stock outright, nearly $2,000 in return. If you trade the option, just one contract at a time, nearly $400 in return. On month 2, 7 alerts, 5 winning trades, 1 losing trade, 1 open position. On the stock side, 29.10% net gain. On the option side, 275.2% gain. And the average day in the trade is 5.8 days. That's $5,000 on net gain on the stock side, or just over $400 net gain on the option side. And once again, over the last 2 months, that's 370.45% gain on the option premium and 40.7% gain on the stock side. Text messages, emails, pop alerts. You can go to magnetpicks.com/VIP/. You can literally use any broker of your choice to be able to place these options, simple call options. We're buying call options, buying put options. This is very clean. Okay, so once again, you can go to magnetpicks.com/VIP/ or call our team 888-483-5161, or you can type your telephone number in the question section box. And at this point in time, let's use the rest for questions. So if you have a question, we'd be very happy to answer them in the question section box, and we'll keep it. Raj says, okay, so you give all of them 1 trade a week. Yes, on average, 1 trade a week. Once you receive the alert, you receive the entry, stop, and limit on the stock for the stock itself. So if you want to trade the stock, you can. And then we'll give you the option, the expiration, the symbol, and the max premium. And if you want to use the option as a proxy. And so we will exit the option if or when the stock either hits its stop or hits its limit. Ram says, do we get a magnet indicator for TradingView? No. So this is just a simple alert. There's nothing to download. There's nothing to realistically learn. If you want to learn how the strategy works, we have it all uploaded in your online education. But ultimately, what it comes down to is we're just sending you a text message and email. This is not a full-time job. It's maybe 15 to 20 minutes a week of your time, and that's really about it. Okay, so Harry says this for 6 months. Yes, if you want to do longer, contact our team. But I think the 12-month subscription has ended. Kathy says, can the money magnets be used for FX? No, this is going to be for options and for stocks. So this is the equity side. This isn't for FX. Rick says, are the money magnets based on average true ranges? No. It's a different formula. I know what you're talking about, the average true range. We realistically don't take that into consideration because it's realistically not needed. Really great question. Raj says, okay, any money back guarantee? We have a triple guarantee. What you may want to do, Raj, is type your telephone number in the question section box, and then we can have one of our team members contact you, explain to you how all that stuff works too. Yeah, and all we're doing is we're just buying. We have controlled risk. We're buying calls and we're buying puts. We're not entering, selling. We're not doing spreads. It's just a simple buy call, buy put. We're taking advantage of direction. Money magnets have been proven to work. The pattern itself has been proven to work up to 9 out of 10 times. So what we're doing is we're applying our filtering process where we use the monthly time frame for direction, daily time frame high price, low price, 1 hour time frame for zones. And then if we get a money magnet, basically what we're doing is stacking all the odds in our favor. And that's how we're able to obtain the returns we're obtaining. We don't win all the trades, nor do we say we do, but we do have an expectation of a healthy 70-30 split. What that means is we're expecting to win 7 out of 10 trades, but we also expect to lose 3 out of 10 trades. We try to keep our losers on the option side under 40% of the premium, and we try to keep our winners on the option side above 60%. So we are physically winning more trades than we're losing, and we're physically making more gain on the winners than we are on the losers. And success is being attained over time, which is exactly where we want it to be. Raj says, please call me. Yeah, no problem. We'll contact you, Raj. Appreciate the opportunity. Hey, Riley. Hey. I don't know if there's any questions.
Yeah, Josh, there's a couple that I picked up as you were talking. Is noted the fact that this is a relatively new service. You've been sharing this, been live for a couple of months, and question crosses my mind is that, you know, these things just don't pop out. How much work did you put into this? what kind of back testing and things of that nature did you have to invest to bring it live like this?
Oh, really great question. Yeah, so a lot of this, honestly, I wish I could say it was overnight, but it's not. I've been, I've been educating and trading for 11 years. And I've hosted over 5,000 training seminars. And there's just certain things that you picked up along that exposure, along that time, just being in
Right.
front of the charts. And one of the things that we noticed over that time is how often the market touches the same price points over and over and over again. So
Sure.
long story short, we have about, before we said we got something really good here, it's about 6 months to a year of very strong back testing / forward testing. Then in-house, the last 2 months, we've really been offering this in-house to our existing members to give them the opportunity to really test it out. They're loving it, and so now we're kind of breaking out to open it to the public. And what's neat about this is we have a nice forward tested track record. All the results that you saw were sent out of text messages and emails, and
Sure.
we're getting some really great 5-star reviews from it too.
Well, that's fantastic, because once again, I can appreciate that to bring something like this live, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of work, and I appreciate you sharing that with us. Last question I have, and this is a question I've been posing to all of our presenters, and that is that we know that we're in, historic times right now, and we've got a major election that's coming up. As a trader, as an educator, as somebody that's dedicated to this industry, do you have any parting thoughts with regard to what we're facing, what we've got coming up, and how your service is, set up to deal with that or anticipate what's going on?
Yeah, great question. So on our side, we're very technical traders. So we use Fibonacci's, trend lines, buy zone, sell zones, larger time frames, smaller time frames. What we've noticed and we like to look at the indices to kind of help overall market direction. So like, for example, the NASDAQ 100, yesterday it did fulfill the monthly Fibonacci extension. The S&P 500 fulfilled the monthly Fibonacci extension. The EMA Russell 2000 hit last year's resistance level on the daily time frame, and that's
Okay.
causing a bearish reaction. But in our opinion, we absolutely are anticipating a continuation of a bull push towards the election. We're also anticipating some consolidation and some stability because of the monthly Fibonacci's were hit. So we're expecting this month to be an indecision month on the indices, and we're expecting next month to be as well. And
Okay.
political view, right, wrong, or indifferent. In my opinion, if one candidate wins and the other candidate doesn't, the fact of the matter is the markets do favor Trump for the bull rally. I think if Trump wins, we're going to continue to have bullish movement. If Trump doesn't win, it's going to be interesting to see what policies are released to keep this momentum of the bull run that we've been experiencing.
Okay. Josh, thank you so much for your time today, the effort to prepare this, all the work that you put into this program. And we appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to share that with us and all the people that we have in the room. It's delightful to see you again, and I hope you have a great day.